origin of replication. The replication of both prokaryotes and eukaryotic DNA starts at the site called origin of replication, which serve as binding site for protein that initiate replication process. And this origin of replication is a particular sequence in a genome at which the replication is initiated, or at the point at which the replication start is called origin of replication. The DNA replication may proceed from this point bidirectionally or unidirectionally, can be in both directions or in a single direction along the DNA strand. The key step is the binding of an initiator protein to the specific DNA sequence within the origin. The structure of origin of replication varies from species to species, and the origin of replication binds to the pre-replication complex, which is a protein complex, and that protein complex recognizes, unwinds and begins to copy the DNA at that particular origin of replication. And the origin of replication are classified in two ways. First is the narrow or broad host range, and the second one is on the basis of high or low copy number. There is a significant difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic origins of replication. Most bacteria have a single circular molecule of DNA, so it contains only a single origin of replication per chromosome molecule. And RK have a single circular molecule of DNA, but it has several origin of replication in this circular chromosome. Eukaryotes have multiple origin of replications and on each of its linear chromosome, and these multiple origin of replication are up to 1 lakh in number in a single human cell. Eukaryotes, since they have many origin of replication, it helps to speed up the duplication of their much larger genetic material. The segment of DNA that's copied starting from each unique replication origin is called a replicon. So basically a replicon is the segment of DNA that's copied starting from each unique replication origin. Origin of replication are typically assigned the name ORI or ORI. First origin of replication to be defined was that of E. coli. How was it identified was through genetic analysis, and this genetic analysis revealed that the replication always began at a unique site on the bacterial chromosome. Origins of replication of several animal viruses such as SV40 have been studied as models for initiation of DNA synthesis in eukaryotes. So the origin of replication of SV40, which is a virus, which is an animal virus, it has been used as a model organism to study the initiation of DNA synthesis in eukaryotes. Although single origins are sufficient to direct the replication of bacterial and viral genome, multiple origins are needed to replicate the much larger genomes of eukaryotic cells within a reasonable period of time. Next is the replication fork. Replication fork is a structure which forms within the nucleus during the DNA replication. It is created by the helicases, the enzymes which break the hydrogen bond in the double-stranded DNA between the two strands of those DNA. The resulting structure has two branching prongs, each one made up of a single strand of DNA. The two strands thus formed serve as a template for leading and lagging strand, which will be created as DNA polymerase matches the complementary nucleotide to the templates. And DNA is always synthesized in the 5' to the 3' direction, and the template strand is 3' to 5' direction. So this is how a replication fork looks like. So the double-stranded DNA is broken down into two strands of single-stranded DNA. One of them is the leading strand, while the other one is the lagging strand. The leading strand is the strand of DNA which is being synthesized in the same direction as the direction of the growing replication fork, that is in this direction, while the lagging and the polymerase reads this leading strand as a template from 3' to 5. The parent strand is from 3' to 5', and the new strand, nascent DNA strand, is in the direction of 5 prime to 3 prime. ठीक है, complementary nucleotides are added and this leading strand is a continuous strand. The second strand is called the lagging strand, and it is the strand of nascent DNA whose synthesis direction is opposite to that of the growing replication fork. If the growing replication fork is in this direction, so we can see that lagging strand is being synthesized in opposite direction. Due to its orientation, the replication of lagging strand is more complicated as compared to the leading strand, thereby making the DNA polymerase to lag behind. The lagging strand is synthesized in short separated segments. Primase is required to lead the template DNA, which initiates the synthesis of a short complementary RNA primer. This DNA polymerase extends the primed segments, causing Okazaki fragments. DNA primers are then removed and replaced with DNA, and the fragments of DNA are joined together by DNA ligase. So, in this replication fork, these are the Okazaki fragments which are formed. After the replication is complete, these different Okazaki fragments are joined together by the action of DNA ligase.